This is TWiT.
So anyway, you asked about the Snapdragon stuff. I mean, they all do have their little differentiators. The Surface laptop that I just reviewed, which is the one I paid for with my own money, is fantastic, but it's also the only one that I have that has that big screen, which is what I really want. I want that 15 whatever inch screen.
What about the processor? Have you got any of the high-end processors? Because I thought a lot of the sample units were the base processor.
I don't recall on the ThinkPad, probably, but except for the Surface, they're all that base X Elite processor.
Mm-hmm.
The Surface has the next one up, and the difference between that and the base processor is this dual core boost.
Right.
So for intense workloads, 2 of the 12 cores can go from whatever the base clock speed is, 3.8 or whatever, up to, I think it's 4.3 gigahertz, whatever.
Something like that, yeah. For a while. Sustained. And I have noticed zero impact from that. Now, I actually ran some video encoding tests before I wrote that review, just in case there was something in there. Mm-hmm.
There is not.
Well, I mean, the other part would be just instrumenting well enough to know, did it kick into boost mode? Like, how do you even tell?
How do you even, how would I know? I don't know. So I've not.
Much less make sure that the workload ends up on the right processor in the first flipping place.
This is not isolated. In fact, let me think about that. Yeah, this is not isolated to Qualcomm processors, but I've actually seen a bunch of stuff because I've done a bunch of this recently where for some reason, and this is opposite of logic and science, it runs this encoding test faster on battery than it does on power. Like what? That's not even possible. But I know, but that's what it does.
That's pretty
so
funny.
I don't know what to tell you.
That might just be a bug, nothing more complicated than that, right?
It's hard to say. I don't know. So anyway, Surface laptop's fantastic. It does not have presence sensing, which honestly in a premium laptop.
This is not a Snapdragon machine. This is an Intel.
No, this is Snapdragon.
Oh, it's Snapdragon. Okay.
Yeah.
Why doesn't it
no
have
fingerprint reader?
What?
I know presence sensing's big. So the one consistent thing I've seen across every single one of these computers, and this is why I wanted to talk about the HP laptop, every one of them, every single time, and it doesn't matter if it's like an hour, 5 hours the next morning, or 3 days later because I've been doing other things and I haven't touched it. When you open the lid to one of those computers, Snapdragon X-based, it comes on that second.
Right.
Every time. That is never not
very much not over this.
No, because
you're still posting pictures of this.
He loves it.
Yeah. There's still pictures on Instagram of a half of a machine
like a little
girl.
Every morning, my wife goes in and she makes coffee. I sit down in front of one of the laptops. I open it and I go, like it's like every single time. So I love that. That's what the Mac does, by the way.
Yeah, the Mac does that. You get used to it.
So today I opened the MacBook Air for the first time in several days because I saw that there was a new beta version out. Same thing. Comes right on. That's that. I don't know what to call that. Consistency, reliability, performance, whatever it is. Instant on. That's what I wanted. That is what all of these things deliver, right? The ThinkPad is the first to include an integrated fingerprint reader, by the way. So we finally have one of those. But they're all very consistent. And most of them are that lower end processor without the dual core boost, which again, to date, in my experience, I've not noticed it, I think is the way to say it. I don't know if it's doing something on the back end or whatever. Also, this laptop has identical battery life to the Yoga, which is very interesting because different size screens, different types of screens, different size batteries. 10.5 hours I averaged on this thing. Real world, like not benchmarks. I mean, like actually using it. 10.5 hours observed. So that's good stuff.
Hey, it's me, Leo Laporte. I hope you've enjoyed this little snippet from Windows Weekly. If you want to see more and want to catch the whole show, you can subscribe in your favorite podcast client or visit our website, twit.tv/WW. And of course, there's links right below me.